Hey everyone, it's Jeremy with Quiet Mind Yoga, and today we have a practice for Revolved head to knee pose, which is great for opening the adductors, the inner thighs, as well as the side body lengthening. So this is our third week of our Healthy Hips and Hamstrings program if you're following along, and we're going to focus on lengthening these parts of the body. And so we'll start today with a strap. It's the only prop you'll need today. If you don't have it, you can use your hands. But we'll start on the back with the strap. Left knee bent, right foot towards the ceiling, and strap around the arch of the foot, right heel towards the ceiling. And then just hold the strap easily with the arms. So there's not any effort or strain in the upper body. Just holding the leg vertical for a moment. Press through the right heel towards the ceiling. Flex the toes back towards the knee. So we can get into the back of the right leg where we're focusing a lot today. So hamstrings, not the main focus on today's practice, but we do need to open them a bit to go where we're going. Hamstrings are not just one muscle. You can think of it as three main muscles, the outer, inner, and uh, inside, back, and then the outside, basically. So we'll rotate the foot to the right to create a slightly different stretch. And you may feel this more on the outer hamstring on the outside of the leg. Keep pressing through the right heel, flexing the toes back. And then back to center, other side. If you don't have the strap, you can be doing this with your hands behind the thigh, not behind the knee, behind the thigh where you got more to grab onto in the hamstrings. But you're likely will feel this now in the inner hamstring, more towards the center of the leg, heel towards the ceiling still. And then back to center, and then strap the leg over to the right. If you have the ability to grab the big toe with the first two fingers, you can do that as well, opening out to the right. I'm close to a wall, so I'll just adjust for a moment here. If your left hip comes significantly far off the mat to straighten that leg out, don't go any further than that. So keep the left hip moving towards the ground, opening the right leg, press through the right heel. If you're using the strap, good. If you don't have a strap, use your hand behind the thigh. And if you have the flexibility in the reach, first two fingers around the big toe. And then your left knee moves out towards the left like you're doing bound angle pose. So this, you won't feel much in your left leg, but this will help the right adductor stretch. All of that stays there. Extend your left arm overhead like a side bend. Won't be super deep in the side, but again, it'll add a little leverage to lengthen the right adductors more. And then we'll come back to center. Move the strap over to the left leg. Right knee bends. Left heel towards the ceiling. Focusing on the middle hamstring, the back of the leg. If your leg doesn't go vertical, that's fine. Go as close as you can. And if you can go further than that, you don't really need to go much further than vertical at 90 degrees. We're focusing more on the belly of the muscles, more towards the center of the leg is where we want to focus the stretch for today. Keep everything the same, just rotate your left leg to the left. And then you will likely feel different stretch on the back of the left leg towards the outside. It's the outer hamstring. And then to the center and rotate your leg to the right until you feel the shift of sensation into the inner left thigh. Still heel towards the ceiling. And then back to center. either the strap into one hand or first two fingers hook the big toe. Open the leg out to the left. Right knee opens out to the right as if you're doing bound angle pose with the right foot. All that stays the same. And then right arm reaches overhead like a lateral stretch, like a side bend. Shortening the left side, lengthening the right side. Still pressing through the left heel away from the body. And then we'll come back to center. Hug knees in. Hold outside of both feet. Happy baby pose. Rock a little side to side, one knee in towards the armpit at a time. And then from here, we'll come all the way up. No more strap for the practice. You can move it to the side. Into gate pose. We'll come to the knees. I'll mirror you, left leg out to the left. Right arm side bends over the body. Your left arm, not any weight in the left arm. It's just moving down the leg. Back to center. Other side. Right leg out. Right arm's resting down the leg. Left arm extends overhead. Tendency here is to create flexion in the spine, rounding forward. Stay more neutral. So the only movement of the spine is the lateral flexion. And back to center. Face the front of the mat. Down dog. Pedal your feet out into down dog, easing in. Bend your left knee. Turn your right heel like warrior one. And then press into your arms and pressing the hips back. Open the right ribs. Let your tail drop slightly back to go into more of a side stretch. Back to center, right knee bends, left foot turns down, 45-degree angle. Press into the hands. Press into the back heel, the left foot. Lift through the left hip. Back to center. Look between the hands. Step the right foot forward, left knee down. Hands to the right thigh, extend the spine. Lower the hands, step forward, forward fold, knees slightly bent in this first time. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale to fold in and step your right foot back, right knee down, hands to the left thigh, extend the spine up. Lower the hands, back to down dog. Lift your right leg straight back, open the right hip, bigger side bend. And then bring the right foot forward, left knee down, hands to thigh, extend the spine. Lower the hands, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right knee back and down. Hands to left thigh, extend the spine. Lower hands, back to down dog, left leg lifts, open the hip. Left heel towards the tail, left knee lifting. Think of bound angle pose again, your inner thigh opening. Back to center, lower the foot, forward to plank pose. Hold in plank. Knees down all the way to the ground. Heart forward and up. Baby cobra, hands floating off the mat. And hands down, downward facing dog. Look between the hands, step the right foot forward and the left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reach all the way up, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart. Surya A, inhale, reach arms up, look at thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, forward to plank. Down to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Arms up alongside the ears. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reach arms up, extend, look at the thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, look at the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg back, open the hip. Exhale, right foot forward, high lunge, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reach up, look at thumbs. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank and hold for an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, open the hip. Exhale, step it forward, high lunge. Inhale to rise. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reach up, look at thumbs. Exhale, chair pose, bend the knees, hands to the heart. Inhale here. Exhale, step back to plank, hold for an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts and opens. Exhale, step forward, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold in, planks, chaturanga or belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, open the hip. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, high lunge. It's warrior one, back heel down. Exhale, step hands down, plank, chaturanga or belly. Up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Hold and breathe for a moment. You can pedal the feet out again if you like. Lift the right leg back and step it forward between the hands. Back foot down, warrior two. Arms extend. Right knee bends towards the middle toe. Outer foot, left foot roots down. Reverse warrior, minimal weight in the back hand. Big long side bend in the upper body. Side angle pose, right forearm to thigh, left arm extends. Straighten right leg, triangle pose. And then lower hands. Step back to down dog or chaturanga, up dog, down dog. From here, lift the left leg back, open the hip. Step the foot forward, back heel down, warrior two. Palms up, reverse warrior. Side angle, left forearm to thigh, right arm extends. Straighten left leg, triangle pose. Lower hands, down dog, or chaturanga, up dog, down dog. From here, lift the right leg straight back, open the hip, and then step it forward, warrior two. Side angle, forearm to thigh, left arm extends. And then from here, lower the hands to the left of the foot, skandasana, shift weight, right heel lifts, left toes turn up towards the ceiling. Maybe hands come together at the heart to balance. If you have the ability to drop your right heel, go for it. And from here, we'll shift over to the other side. Same pose, skandasana. If you can balance with the hands at the heart, or work into that by using the hands to get you there. Both feet parallel, all 10 toes pointing forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, hands under the shoulders. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold just for a moment. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to walk the hands over to the left foot, fold in. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands to the right foot, fold in. And then turn towards the front of the mat. Vinyasa or straight to down dog. Lift the left leg back and step it forward. Warrior two. Side angle, forearm to thigh. And then lower hands, skandasana. Right toes turn up, left heel lifts. If you can, left heel stays down. Slight lift in the spine, hands at the heart to balance. And if you want a little more challenge, keep the hands at the heart as you switch to the other side, skandasana. And then back to the front of the mat. Plank pose, chaturanga, up dog or cobra, down dog. From here, between the hands, step the right foot forward, turn to your left, all 10 toes pointing forward. And we'll take a twist here. Left hand reaches anywhere on the right leg. Right hand comes to the low back to feel the pelvis as you start to move from the ribs into the twist. Bend your left elbow, pull with the left hand, rotate from the ribs. With your back hand, you can feel it's okay if your left hip drops a little bit. The pelvis, there's not a lot of range of rotation there. Most of the rotation comes around the ribs in the middle of the spine. Back to center. And then right hand reaches anywhere onto the left leg. The further down you go, the more intense this will be. Left hand comes to the low back, bend at the right elbow, rotate from the ribs. And then walk to the center. A little bit more here, walk your hands away from the body to create a lateral stretch. So your left hand walks far out away from the body. Feet root down, the hips press back while the fingers reach away. And back to center, other side. Big lateral stretch. Right fingertips walk away as the hips press back. And then back to center. Fingertips in line with the toe tips. Press into the hands and fold at the waist. With your hands, push the ground away. At the same time, reach the head towards the ground. And then walk the hands back in, under the shoulders. And turn towards the right foot. Step back to down dog or chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Knees down to the mat. Come to a seated position. Right foot inside the thigh, left leg reaches out. Lengthen the spine. And start to walk the hands forward at first. And then over to the left. And then back to the center. And then just your left arm, palm facing up inside of the shin. And this might be as far as you go for now, and that's fine, or some version of that. And then right hand to the right hip. Open right shoulder over left. Bring the right hand behind the head. Open right shoulder over left. Extend the arm towards the foot. Maybe it reaches, maybe not. With your left hand, press into the leg. With your left foot, press it down towards the ground. With your right ribs, open over the left. Right shoulder over the left. Alright, I could cheat and grab my foot here, but I actually have to kind of come out of the pose to do that. More long-term plan is to keep working onto this side bend as my QL starts to release tension over time. Right, so this has always been a very challenging pose for me, and it doesn't matter how far you go. Some days you'll get further, some days less, but this is the direction to keep going. If I just turn, I take my QL out of it, and I kind of come out of the pose. Right, so come back to center, and we'll go to the other side. Right leg out, left foot in, lengthen the spine, and then walk the hands forward. Let your back round in for a moment. And then walk the hands over to the right leg. And then back to center. And then right forearm inside the shin. Left hand behind the head. Open left shoulder over right. Extend the left arm towards the right foot. With your right arm, press against the leg. With your leg, push down into the ground. It's okay if that back hip starts to lift. but not too much, so we don't come too far out of the pose. Staying anchored at the pelvis, but not too rigid. Again, you may be able to cheat and just grab the toe, but you lose a lot of the pose, right? Keep the left arm overhead, and then walk the hands to center, walk the hands in, extend both legs out, hands behind the butt to scoot the thighs, the legs forward, internally rotate the thighs, press the heels down, toes flex in, lengthen the spine, and fold over the legs. Walk the hands back in, come over to down to the ground on your back, knees bent, feet on the mat, shift your hips to the right, knees in to the left, simple twist, arms open up, turn the head away from the knees, and then back to center, hips to the left, knees into the right, turn the head away from the knees, and then back to center, knees hug in, happy baby, knees towards the armpits, and feet together, all the way down to the mat, inner thighs open, and then extend the left leg and the right leg, and the palms open beside you, Shavasana. And then start to make small movements of the hands and feet, eventually coming over to one side, and pressing back up to sitting. Take a seated posture for just a minute of meditation, palms open on the knees, spine long. Notice your breath. And then we'll bring the hands together at the heart, following the mind to the heart and to each other. Thank you for sharing your practice. Namaste. If you like this video, subscribe, leave a thumbs up, or a comment below. If you have any questions or requests, leave those in the comments as well. To join our online yoga studio, visit www.quietmind.yoga for classes. classes, events, and to work together one-on-one.